Hey y'all, welcome to week 2 of Christmas in July. We are working on Grinchmas this week. My name is Jenny Lee. I hope you're excited to be here. Let's get started. We're starting with a Valentine heart-shaped wood round from Dollar Tree. I'm heading over to my Cricut where I print out a decal so that I can add it to the front of the wood round. And you guys, I absolutely love my Cricut. I use this thing many times a year, making shirts, cups, decals, and more. And today we are going to make a little sign, and on the front of it, it's gonna say, "I'd rather be in Whoville." Now I'm taking my Cricut weeding tool and I'm going to take out the middle of all the letters, and on the tree, the star, and just the tree going down. I absolutely love using the Cricut. Look how cute that is. And now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take the hanging piece off of the Dollar Tree heart round, but just set it to the side because we are going to use it again. My colors I'm using is, I'm actually just using Apple Barrel. And the green that I think works best for Grinch is Tree Lime, I think it was called. Anyway, if you need to know exactly what it was called, I will have it down in the description box of this video, including all of the items that I'm using that are not Dollar Tree, that are inspired to make this amazing, cute Grinchmas video. Now I'm just taking more little hearts from Dollar Tree. They were actually painted for Valentine's, which is why they are red. And I'm just going to go ahead and get them painted green. I do add a few layers to these. As you'll see in a second, when I take them off, I had tape on them. I'm going to take my transfer tape from Cricut. I absolutely love this stuff. And I'm just going to varnish this, which just means press down over and over again. I'm going to cut out. That way there's no extra, and I can make sure that it's placed properly on our heart and fits directly where I want it to go. So now I'm going to just take the transfer tape or the backing off, and it will all be stuck to the transfer tape. If you do not have a Cricut, you can use letters from Dollar Tree. And if you have great handwriting, which I do not, you can always handwrite one whenever I use letters for, or I will leave sticker letters in the description box from Amazon that I use often also. And that way it's easier for you to make items when you don't have a Cricut. That way you can still enjoy making them and the hassle of, you know, not handwriting them. My handwriting's horrible. So if you have horrible handwriting, we're on the same team and no shame. So now I'm going to take the transfer tape off of this. You guys, look how cute this is. I'm so glad that I went with the yellow. I added some tape to the back of these to hold them down while I finished painting the few layers on them, and they turned out absolutely adorable. I'm so glad that green was a great color green, because I didn't know if it was going to match or not. Now I'm taking this Grinchmas ribbon from Amazon. Again, it will be linked in the description box if you are interested in this ribbon. And I am going to just make a very simple, easy bow with my bow dabra, which I will also link in the description box if you are, you know, not the best with your hands at making bows. This thing, and I can make some bows, but this thing makes it so easy to do that it's just worth using. So you just make a very easy little, I'm just making a 2-loop bow, and I'm just going to go ahead and trim off the end and take I decided I was not going to use that, but I take my chenille stem and I just tie it kind of tightly so I can get it out, really pinch it together front to back so that it really just flattens down some, and then just tie it in the back. Pull your tails to the front, fluff your ribbon, fluff, 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 as I always say. So now I'm gonna make it a little fancy, and I'm gonna dovetail the ends, and that's where you just fold it inwards and cut at a diagonal. And so you'll see in a second that I like the bow in general, but I think that the tails were just a little too long. So I do in just a second go ahead and cut it just a little shorter so that you could see the words. This was an inspiration of mine in regards to when the Grinch's heart grew 3 sizes, which there's the small, medium, and then the big heart for the large, and it's red because his heart was full and he loved Whoville now. So that is the inspiration I had gotten behind this little wall hanging decor or front door decor. I'm also going to glue this on there, but as you see, I do not glue over the hole. I glue next to it so that I can still add that piece of twine in between the holes to hold it. I'm going to go ahead and place these down just to see where I want them, and I'm going to glue them down. And if you did not know, I'm using the Gorilla glue sticks. They are my favorite. We're going to go ahead and add the hanger back in, and you guys will have to tell me which one of these DIYs you like best, because I love them all. And here is our end result. Okay, y'all, this DIY was super fun. I have some yarn, or not yarn, but a piece of fabric. I have these. They're actually considered, what is the word for them? Like, ornaments. I don't know what they were. I will have them linked in the description box. They were like $7.99 from Amazon. And then I have this dowel rod that I think I got from Dollar Tree. The bucket and the ball are also from Dollar Tree, but we're gonna make like a little street sign or whatever the sign is from Whoville, and I'm making it super easy so that anyone could make this. So I'm just taking the bucket, the ball to hold it. I'm going to take some of this fabric that I actually had on hand. You could take a towel or a dishcloth or whatever you could find. This is actually what I make my bows out of for my small business, and so I decided just to take a small piece of it and just stick it in there like the ball, you know, to cover the ball. And then I'm going to take some tape, and I'm actually going to tape these on just for the time being so that I can find the placement for where I want these to go. So I lay them out, and you guys, how cute are these? Now, I would recommend that I should have done this. I didn't, and I don't think it's necessary, but if you're going to put these in a like area that may have like high humidity or something like that, to Mod Podge them so they get like really hard. They're already hard enough. They're definitely not flimsy at all. And if you choose to, you can put a popsicle stick on the back of them. I didn't feel it was needed. This is all going in my little girl's room, as we are going to be doing Whoville in her room for Christmas. So here's what it looks like once they're just taped on. And so then I go ahead and I take my shear clips, and I just go ahead and, or miter clips, and go ahead and cut off, you know, whatever excess I don't need on there. And now I'm going to go ahead in with the glue. So now I'm taking the tape off the back, and I'm just adding a little dot of glue. And you guys, this glue really does hold well. You could also paint your dowel rod, but I didn't think it was necessary. I thought it looked fine just as it was. And then after it was all done, I decided at the end, I'll show you, to do something else to it. And then I was like, man, I wish that was red. So no biggie. I think it looks adorable as is. And we're going to just keep adding these. Like, seriously, how cute is this? And you could totally be finished right here. You could totally be done. But I take it one step further, because I had 2 of the styrofoam balls. And then I thought to myself, you know what? This needs something on top. So we're gonna go ahead and take this styrofoam ball. We're gonna take our red paint and we are going to cover this ball or styrofoam ball in all red and make it a little topper on the top of that street sign. I'm so glad I decided to add this to the top. I take my blow dryer because I'm impatient. That dowel rod was just the top of that, what we'd already cut. So the hole in the bottom was a perfect size. I added a little bit of glue in there and stuck it down in. And you guys, here is the end result. Okay, this DIY is super stinking cute and I'm so glad I made it. Olivia is so excited to have this in her bedroom, and we are going to use some of this glow-in-the-dark lime color paint by Folk Art, and we are going to cover all of this in 2 coats. We're gonna go ahead and get our first coat on there, and then because I'm impatient, I do go ahead and hit it up with the blow dryer just like that. It's dry, and I go ahead and get my second coat on. Now I will tell you, something wonky happened around the rim of mine, but I'm not sure what happened, and that's okay. So these window clings came from Amazon for like $7.99 for 10 sheets, I want to say it is, and there are so many fun DIYs to be made with them, so stick around. This is our first Grinchmas DIY video, to many more to come, as I have so many ideas. So I'm gonna take that little face, I'm gonna put it down, and we're gonna Mod Podge all over it, just to make sure that it's held down and it doesn't slide around. You guys, this thing is so cute. She's been carrying it around with her and wants it in her room already, but I'm trying to keep all the items together in a nice little box for her so that when Christmas comes, she has her bedding and her sheets and her pillowcase and all of the fun stuff. And now I'm gonna keep her pink curtains up, but that's okay. So that she has it all, you know, in good shape for when it is time to decorate. But this is going to make the cutest little nightstand, you know, night light for her, and just that she can carry to, you know, wherever she wants around the room with her, and it will glow in the dark when the lights are off, and when they are on, it looks so stinking cute. So I'm going to go ahead and take some Dollar Tree fairy lights. You guys know I have like a billion packs of these, and I get them unwound. The mason jar is also Dollar Tree, and we're going to just stick them all down in there, and we're going to also just stick the battery pack in there. I was hoping I could put the battery pack to the top of the lid, but that didn't work out. The battery pack is actually larger than the lid, so there's that. I did glue the ring inside the lid to the lid so that it wasn't into 2 pieces, and you guys, this thing is so stinking cute. But if you know me, you know what everything needs to have. And regardless if Grinch is a boy or not, he has to have a bow. So it's going in Liv's room. Everything has to have a bow. And I should have probably put it on like his neck, you know, as a neck thing. But I'm telling you, I don't know what happened around the rim of where I painted. It looked a little funky. So I decided to stick it there. So we're going to add a dab of glue onto the chenille stem. And we are going to add it right on to the top and give him a little bow, and that's completely fine. And here's the end result. You guys, I'm having such a hard time picking which one I love the most, but we are going to work on a Cindy Lou Who DIY off of the same window clings that I've already pulled the Grinch face from. We're going to take this baker board, or I don't know what they call them. You guys know how I am when I'm recording. I lose my words, but we're going to paint it white, and there it is. Ta-da! We're going to take this adorable little Cindy Lou Who, and we are going to just find placement for her. I didn't really know what I was going to put around her or what I was going to do with this, but I knew she would go perfect on there. So I go ahead, I get the Mod Podge because I don't want to Mod Podge over all of this. I've noticed that sometimes when you do that with window clings, it will kind of peel off of the window cling. So I've learned just to do it on the bottom and then put that down instead of over it. So we go ahead and get her completely covered and get her onto the board. I also highly recommend to make sure you get your edges real well. And so we go ahead and get her down, and you guys, it is a tad sticky. So be careful when you lay her down or lay whatever you're doing down that it doesn't, you know, get the Mod Podge all over. It'll dry clear, but I'm just weird about that. Anyway, here we go. Isn't she adorable? We add a candy cane, and then I decide to add a few of these really cute little snowflake stickers around her. Doing the same method with the Mod Podge, making sure that I get really the edges really well so that it stays on to whatever it sticks to. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add my last snowflake and just press it down. It will stick down once you press it down. And then I decide to go ahead and make a bow. And I could have used my bow dabber, but sometimes I just think it's easier just to take the piece and kind of make it into 2 loops. And we're just going to do like a fan direction on it, and I tie it, and then I do a small one and I tie it also. I'm going to add the tiny one into the front of the large one. I'm going to take the the chenille stem around it. Now I decide that it needs something else. So I showed you guys in my live. If you did not know, I go live every Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. and show you the crazy things that I buy for the week. And here are one of them. It was like a pack of 50 for $10. And you guys, they are so pretty. So I go ahead and I got those glued down, and then I decide to take the bow and again glue on the chenille stem so it really attaches to the product, hold it down very tightly, and here is our end result. You guys, I don't know which one I love the most. I hope you guys enjoyed them and loved them just as much as I do. Sound off down in the comments what your favorite is. If you are new, please subscribe, like this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.